And welcome back. Through the years, the debates wage on about the greatest track and field athlete of the Olympics. But in the 1930s, there was no debate about a young man whose roots began right here in the Tennessee Valley, and his feats unofficially opened the doors for the civil rights movement. 45 miles southwest of Huntsville, Alabama, you can find the small farming community of Oakville. This place is quite unique because it's the birthplace of James Cleveland Owens, a young man who was born to Southern sharecroppers.
A lot of people that I talked to that saw him when they lived here said he was always running. He never would walk.
James Panayan runs the Jesse Owens Museum in Oakville and knows everything about the Olympic champion. But by the age of 10, Jesse's story would not continue in the Deep South. Like most African Americans, Owens' family headed north during the Great Migration. The times were tough, but Owens still kept running, and that led him to Ohio State.
At the Big Ten at Ohio State, he broke 3 world records and tied another one in less than an hour, and he had a hurt back doing it.
Jesse Owens earned a spot on the 1936 Olympic team, but his decision to go was met with hostility from both black and white Americans. Primarily because the Olympics were held in Berlin, Germany during the early reign of Adolf Hitler. The Nazi German leader was using the games to show the world a resurgent Nazi Germany, but Jesse Owens had plans of crashing Hitler's celebration, and he did just that.
He thought he had a superior Aryan race, but he used his talents to, and it didn't come easy. He had to earn every bit of it.
So the young man who was born in Oakville, Alabama, won 4 gold medals in the 1936 Olympics. His accomplishments continue to be remembered and honored years later, primarily because he inspired a world enslaved in tyranny and brought hope to his fellow man from the cotton fields of Oakville to the acclaim of the world. And with this feat, Jesse Owens showed the world how an accomplished athlete made way for the civil rights movement. Jesse's performance gave hope to a future generation about achieving their dreams despite the odds. Up next on Hidden History is perhaps one of the best known labor strikes in history, the Memphis Sanitation Workers Strike. We caught up with some of the men on the front lines. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.